ko yenum kakakra nti yeza ye yin and as ye man
Ambassador to jail properties. Yeah,
Dr. James Atulisi, original, no duplicate, all sides, all angles. In there, Waji, leading CEO in the estate.
I see. Ghana's ambassador to JL Properties. Now, I will make a tweet to BBA. Just why ambassador mean tweet to BBA?
Oh, no, ambassador,
otherwise, you'll be dumperized.
Oh, ambassador, I'm not going to tweet.
Else, you'll be dumperized.
Somebody, I'm over creative. Oh,
there'll be more creative. The Facebook
Alote at basabasa.com.
Come on, no go. Charlie,
Alote at basabasa.com.
oh, goodness.
Kwamina Machien. My own ebullient Kwamina Duncan. The irrepressible. A positivity. And a payment as it.
But man, I'm home by social.
Last week, you know, change the bow. Hey,
damn.
Hey, all over.
Hey, what's why then?
As long as you're working. I'm not one community.
Anyway, okay, I'll read this later. Police for IB. Okay, we'll look at it later. Kwamina, yeah, elections no aka wanze. What happened then?
And a pay. Ma mincho some kokra na minchia. Wait for pim.
Yeah, you do papa.
Can fin manto mufo. Na bicho man pay na che, minchen and a baby moshi ba. Manachi. Painful say Michel the man when you man hinwa.
Yeah, you are anyway.
And she never did you. Alaji Dr. Mahmoud Baumia and the paper ma Alaji Shebia Michio. He's a within the Ewa Michel. A bochidom ye papa Ubera Obaja Tumia Bone. You have distinguished yourself as a vice president. Papa. It's Alaji. I mean, chair and the pay. Now, Kwame ma and the pay. A kukura about 2 point do. Then also soon.
Done.
Yeah, I nkasa asama ka say bien Korea politics and security.
Yeah.
And Sunday she will be ya me pen no so that shasi.
Yeah.
I'm too hard at me. And the paper go sache. Kwe. And so to mammy be measure. And a baby job, Bombay.
Bombay.
Cha come and check out I say my supplies. My supplies can go. Madagway 12 chairman retain positions by Central Region to elect regional officers.
Does this election reflect the outcome of the flag bearership and national elections?
Right. Okay, do.
What's it going home?
Kwame, Modi, it me nowadays be some. Kwame, from the word go. Obia jitumde. I have been a crusader of our party to present Alhaji Dr. Mahmood Bawumia after campaign obowie na adwuma na wefi office momfensie. That is the beauty of democracy. On my kwan ma obiara ma pen ekire kwame ye kuyi se na bakwasam nhu a woje yimin wensuro osana no ho jezi de ọba adze a nara bọ ni wiadze na ọbọ ni munza ma bọ yin ni paka ho onu kra dze he pɛ dze ma he ọba adze ọdze he pɛ dze ma he nti ọwụnye nwa a nyimpa ebeka de reshobi na piado de yakui abakwasam kyerɛ de mpanyinfo a wɔde bɔbɔ ade kwame enwa a wɔyɛ egodi ma akɔbran enwa a wɔyɛ alɔyɛfo enwa a wɔyɛ ekwafo akɛse ena ekabirifo nkote na wɔhuni na wɔde wɔn ho bom na wɔde yɛ kuyi bɔbɔ ade na abakwasa me se kwame ye ka ye nwende na mom me yimi de na wo ye krado de won kompa wo de botwado me binum pii won ko de twado me yim ne kase papa ye boachi dankwa wa mama embe ne munzaman wa mama wa nka de mun kwanti Mami Jedin Madratunchen, even at the peril of his life, he stood for what he believed in. Ono ne pumpra makwami webodu hedo. Enti yakui oyada yan hye impado na mom yade nhihye na mbra yade yedwuma. Na Onu ne farba eno de hode afia nan first impo no ya afia nan first no ya afia ba san nechi edem mo ba ya afia na afia nan gina ho ma wato ti do aba ofide he ejanma wo de bobo adin dam no wo yan hanka de iya na ya kan ho abom nti wo oto aba ma waja tum de owu na ode de yim enti ma 2018 na na da hihye sifiti wo friend na 2016 17 there about ya polling station ya electoral area ya constituency region and san ya de national 2018 me di mpemfo wo da hanu enti embe na kwa mfia na aso a ode yesan so ye fa na mona num na ye yimpemfo wo san wo da party anu kwame we bibiri mem na saman kan da wo so a wo wiade afanzi anan nyina MPP odasonko na ye muntum that's why cynical say you are just nodding in Kwame them not
I am a moderator.
Who are we to who am I? That's right. Kwame ti say oh yeah political parties among ku wo ebibimem na say but shadow da kowiada fanda na nyara the new patriotic party the very smallest unit of the electoral system nka de ehede na nakun namba ma monhwe no na ya ma ya konkon yeda hwe abohwe constituency madanu oye efida memenda kosida no so yeda hwe regions na ma owa di de dede woti ya nkwakwa mo wasan woto emo emo woti nkwa
woti dase
emo mada todo inde finfin mantom heden odaya na champa boy na nchakwa mi ndu dam osande ma choice sam no chain de obia kwame eye ogwanhwefo sengwan yo ha emma so han ne mukumpa fima kwame yeso ina ya kwaso da mazi wadata tinye waka chehe oha enti bakara o kra yo da ncho no de mamfa do kon akuru mu fonko enso choice am chede ogwanhwafun nungwa no ha na ekuru no yi we fimi na ohu be mo wan oje edokun akun no de chiri kraya kohwehwe kohunu kro no baka ho. That is a shepherd. That is what a shepherd does. Na aya bo na ekwe inde so de oya wonyankwa ana se ai mo kan inde se otwa wonyanko ho a otodiam mo biara mo do fana adwen de kokesi inde na ekuriya onu ye gya na ma wa yiwi so bende so ye me anote ekuri ye gya na mo ayo na so bende onye kuri na mum so ye me. Your attitude must be that we are because I am and the others are. Hina yedidim na ye yadeko intum nkade emi makan bi obi nkan wodi ntonye masam kwame oya vitikosida mo wowie penfu a waba o Africa siri na mete ho mete wa wonyanko agohom edi wa no di tumi de man
no
oba abadase bi sende na ba di no wonanyim sa do wonanyim aye ekuriye nkabom ekuriye nkabom mo former national director communications owura akomia ne do ba ha kwame etie ne kase oka ne nyina na sare bono towa manu so di gina yin nkabom uniting our front. So in this matter, every person matters, every constituency matters. Kwame no ba ye dan e metuma gye ma hwobi na yim de anamo ayetu owu ye mama ntubi ye nyi wonka ho ye nyi roto nche na se wia na ba na abohwede yim na aka de nkabom. It was needless. We did not have to get to this junction. I am telling you. Me catch you last week. Waha. Te Kwame. What was it? There. National Council action from the Shishiaba. There. You got two constituency elections. Constituency elections. Or every constituency there are elections committees. And I headed one such committee. I'm Kosham Fancyman. and she said there sɛ Kwame Sefa kan na so be unity baba there mo so me peda me gina me ya party mapa ba me peda me gina mo to me ti do aba so ba na se bibi ope ma mpemfo a woda no wo se wanji ntum onsi wo hwara Kwame Sefa kan e kwan da ho there ibo twa na mo na de won sama akaka championfo ente kunfi what elections committee call elections committee abra wo ba team penfo a wo ban abranta kro wom why acting polling station youth organizer da wo constituency ho obi anyim do ya active person odene wo ba ma wa amanfo wa tunutu da ba the constituency chairman elections committee is ejutumo ye why cause wa aka share pain bi ahoroba Kwame say no kwai jeji pa no kwarpa the party's constitution so be a adibiara party kada misconduct where such a misconduct breaches the party's constitutional provisions ma wa ya yin there onyimpan wa yin komrenyim ye wo committee a ye disciplinary committee ena nyimpan wa yin akoho ema oye womrem wo che oye a natural justice. You don't condemn a man when you have not heard him. Enti you know disciplinary committee na nyim ma disciplinary committee wa totona no da mo boni na aye na ka ho de ma cheche ma sem me cheche no visa me ma ye ye ma mfa kwa papa da na disciplinary committee wa ye ho recommendations ye sha Kwame Sefa kan ya tite na anu mo ko wie ni ya recommend there one suspend in 1 year ya recommend there one suspend 2 years ya mpo recommend there when you fit party mu kra that is the procedure and sana them disciplinary committee who reporting with the kama executive committee constitution chair there either them what the ban recommendations wo ba jatum and now by amending kakra and now by reject outright. That power lies with the executive committee. A disciplinary process. Doesn't Kwame and come on there or your disciplinary process. While we refer now ma parties disciplinary committee which means that no issue was brought against him.
Really?
Only there in Reduna Ose or Pede what to Niti Baba. Then the elections committee, whichever the basis, which was so constitutional, basis BRA you elections committee what you do. Because he had disqualified. In fact, Kwame Shoma, it was otherwise. They had no such power to disqualify when the person had not been taken through due disciplinary process. Fine. And the bench says, Marty, and she share National Council the ban, and she share no day. So, Bibi the Missa was the appeals committee, Abobadi, appeals committee for why some cut down. And he appeared before the appeals committee. I'm appeals committee, and I am telling you that it is membered by very, very powerful, high-ranking party persons. Powerful. In Otegum, where the regional chairman for 3 consecutive years, 3 consecutive terms, and son of President Kufuor Nabredo. Ministries are Kwame Okrompa, or son of a very knowledgeable person. I mean, a professor, a full professor for that matter. Otina Samado, also, I said me what he did. You, oh, Capacho. Paina, Ashla Hoban, Capacho. A pachoya, my young, a queen of Fado Pacho. Na, Yansha Yabaka. A Ben say, Mika. Kwea what's the offer do or show open now Ruben offer the Mokwana do or capacho open no Jodion no the champion for there papa mama yeni but even then now somebody baby echo pay or your district court we kumfi yes and say kumfi Tembafuna or say woman no so Moshe Shan them the wabba the main evidence are waben appeals committee. Once you say there, I went a cocker patrol. And it's a patrol ya. No, be very you are also quite no more conquer to Maba. Court affirmed the decision of the appeals committee. I can do the walk of Twaba, Kwame. On a meeting here. I can there walk of Twaba. On a meeting here. Now, you can afford to abandon a constituency because one person is alleged to have rained insults on another. A whole constituency are coming. Say the call 2008 President Mills obey your mind paying with only 23,000 votes difference. 23,000. A Kunfi has more than you can imagine. A whole constituency. There, a Brentana Kasharuba. That was on your so why?
Wakapacho.
Ha! That's what we bargained for. Now, make up him, Kwame. Maka 2000, making steps towards 2000. Think you man to him, Casabi or Primo. What's a skirt and blouse? On the first time
Ghana
under our democratic dispensation, the term poem skirt and blouse. Kwame Odi in your papa. Odi in your papa. Hi. Says you skirt and blouse in few of my Kwame Odi in your 2008. A Juma president for 1 year. Papa, anytime, a bobo Odi. They are because you were bold as a president and as a government. Madibu Badi Akasakasan Onu. And our boy, now the president. No so Jinaduma, no so the Bizabakam. Kwame, my president, go for ye. Skirt and blouse, no pay Nadina. It affected us as a party. Nigeria, you had to about first round. The presidential candidate had led the close contender by close to 100,000. That's how it could be. Now, someone as a son. If you watch television those days, 2008, getting to December, divisions within the constituency, amount for to 2 years ago, where we needed unity most, it was missing. And eventually, landed us in opposition.
Because we had more parliamentarians than the governing party.
Majority that. And five for President of Bangkok. And I remember vividly. I said, Dunkatia. It's radio, not Tado. It was television. Today, and the more kind of campaign there. What the Mrashabanama? What the Mrashabanama? Muslim Mrashaba, a man who was the Mrashaba were now man paying what the year. And Kwame, here we were. Now, oh yeah, scatter blouse woman. The new term, Waba, Kwame. Only desirables and undesirables. Amazing. My weapon says, yeah, you know what the red pen can't and undesirables are there. Yeah, I'm punching on the left. And the desirables were right. A Yankopon being found. And it says, yeah, within the party in the region. It's so, no, Nabasha Manfuma. Kwame, even on social media, you dare not put a post there which is critical.
Why?
Once you do that, you are labeled and placed under the undesirables. Says yeah, party people are asking themselves, and he says yeah, what do I do to become a desirable? Desirables and undesirables. Nanche, as I said earlier, it was needless. We didn't have to get to this point. Then we can afford, as a party, we can afford to do away with a constituency. Yeah, baby, nesu constituency no coin. Yeah, there is a certain misunderstanding within the constituency itself. The constituency is ready and has been ready for the last 1 month. They won't go to Waba. It's simply because also be I have been to be open or contest. Why should be a robber? That is where we are. Now, Kwame, young way in Usman. On necessity. I Benson Angasa. And I'm paying for the war constituency. What's it say? Parting more doye on ya, no Waka Dan court. And see what there some Akama court. There's a mobile court, Baba. Only a film from Mantum.
Why are the pair?
Now, as I said, Kwame Moto, does this election reflect the outcome of the flag bearership at national? No question. Aban yenyi gauge biara di bejado. And the bulk of the electorate is not in the regional electives, regional executives. One over danu, one, and she shall be by implement, Emma, wife affect, or yeah, a do now about Waben. Now, so they do not constitute the bulk of the electorate. Electorate in Angasa, polling station for. If one a dominant Cassi, Angasa, or now some retasi were media reporter about there obviously a man paying a bezichi, Baumia, Wachum, Sanders, outcome now. Virtually, no coffee, obviously so. Ura Alan Chamanton, no Kwafo. These are the two main contenders. Papers, Mobanina and Walker. Either this way or that way. Well, it's all part of the game, and it's more in this contest, more psychological. Quite mad of the in tower to be outdone. And see, your BB, can BB. And see that for me is part of the but what to happen Kasanagasa or a police station. The Kwame means you are share. As far as I can tell you on this radio, as far as I can tell you, now so you had a meeting to me, I said American or you know, Frank, I don't know. Say you dominant party polling station, electoral area, and pim command. Kwame. They have only one name in mind.
Which is?
Hassan Baumia. Kwame, it is indeed for this party the most golden opportunity. The most golden opportunity for this party.
Is it because that's what you believe?
What? Kwame. A contender stood in Northern Regional, says it. Kade, Olebu here party there. Oye Baumia. So ye Obi ena on your na. As far as NDC was concerned, Abraham Mers. Professor Mills Owi. Na oya party oya discriminatory. En chawakro yanko show before yanko primaries. Nchonu the most machine to entum. Wa ma maye party na flag bearer. No can be sitting there. Sabaomia and then the master with the turn where MPP ma. In she be in China yakafo before. Kwame, Mother ho on you there. NDC from get go. What to me to a man from what's him ye propaganda. Then yeah as a party. Hey, yeah don't go for Nanika Kakao. Kwame, yeah the Chino, young Pemo. And yeah the here party Nikasa Mujina be more can. Messy, Mede. Here party be more nine. What the two what's him in me, sir, why them campaigning? Na waiting car preempt our 2024. Who holds our flag? Former President Mama, why preempted that? And Kwame, I am not supporting. I'm sure the thousands and thousands who support Baumia's candidature, they are not doing so because for the sake of the northern part of our country. No. Baumia comes in his own. Kwame, Obiara, why ya kado there? Yantaho na yanka. Baumia comes in his own. Take it from any angle you want to. Na ya dono tunchia. Then this is also a political matter. It's a serious political matter that any serious political party will not gloss over. As I've said, the decision will be made by the thousands and thousands of the polling station officers. But do na. Name is Kwame. Where you? Me mono kwanza no me fasie. Fiti na na ma bedo maka mese. Owura Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Nse me say ebom yam. Eyam dan. Mama kind. And see, that is for that. National elections in the Kwame. Regionally, Anuna, you advertise it. So I was wondering whether we're going to be preceded by that. The Ura Asamoah Boatin Kra Boha and the pay.
What's an agent? Also, Webechi.
Webechi, okay. And she says, Yara, a boom, you're doing. Oh yeah, on my money now, paying for over the party now. Ono na yeah, na the National Council Batna na was the no one she share was aba. Na wa makwan no biara opede ogina mo to niti do aban. Wetum wayandam na dambre ya fi polling station Zaba Bodu region. Kwame, we yinsumso da bayan fe kama. No na inde anka bande obaya etim na akam manyim fo bi hun manka hwe na waranka sa hwe wuzim na madom na oboto aba mon enyi wonzi nkomo man ye dare se wonyanko onu onye da wode ya oman ntimi de national ya bayan fe kama fe Makwame when the data of research and elections obaha ne do sene na answer okay the between from 14 to 16 July nti no so obodu me ye fi wo kama nti Kwame mozikan se bisama madwencha mo wari naji embiribima yaba security naji a high commissioner who is in the business of
a penny tweet mana
Enti Kwame mezibesia na mama mmedo penso akabi nachi yaba second rounder yadno so yada atwado
obi semen kan cho de ensem na kan nyina ono ya adwen nemum men kan cho de on a light note the word is ultra virus not ultra vice.
Okay.
There was in ultra virus.
I'm a
correction master.
Heat na we do no. No, no order mama glide
too much.
We all fly. Now this one says my former Central Regional Secretary of the MPP has said it all. Kweku Sego Gomwa Dunkwa.
Hey, Kweku say go mate won ka che. That's right. I went to Kokrokoo.
And we're up here. Okay. Kweku, what's our brand here, Kokrokoo? Okay. The outcome of the NPP regional elections tells one thing. The party needs unity and cohesion going to 24. It's therefore important that winners exercise modesty in their celebrations and extend a hand of togetherness to their fallen contenders. We need all hands on deck to break the 8. I am certain John Bwedo and Stephen Inting would also win, say Obama in Pokwase. And then, okay. I think the NPP hasn't learned from their past mistakes. They should continue. Osafo Iron City. I remember I sent you text messages concerning the mafia polling station elections in Shama. 2 persons were highly involved. The 2 contested for organizer and secretaryship and lost. I tell you, police station officers are wise. P. Shama. Everything shows clearly that NPP didn't learn any lessons from 2008. And I can see 1 foot already in opposition. Safo Kantanka Okanshi. What about delegates who were disqualified at the vetting because certain MPs said they cannot work with them? Is it arrogance or what? NPP are just touting themselves as democratic when the electoral college is opened only to few party members. Mokas at Alajo. And then the NPP in the central region should note that the party are the missionaries and their mission is to set the captives from economic and social captivities. They should shed their uncompromising stance and smoke the peace pipe. Kabiesi in second D. Walanyo and Akwetia says Kwamina has said it all, and what MPP needs to do to break the 8 is unity, nothing else. Then this one says, okay, birthday wish. Whatever people will do, Baumia will lead our party in 24. No Baumia, no MPP. Papa Kumase Seshi Rioso. Udi Kumase Susti Seshi Rioso. Yate Papa Yadasi. Akwesi of being in a Joseph Besias, Kwame Duncan has spoken well. As he said, MPP is a democratic party, so every member has a right to support any candidate. My advice to those who started chastising some people for supporting any candidate should stop. Tell Kwame now that the entire central region is out of the MPP's hands, including my district, KEA, AB, in Tadi. You're in Tadi, but you say central is out. Interesting. Everybody, including the former Central Regional Minister, is speaking against the current regional chairman of the Central Region. Is he that powerful? Can't anybody call him to order? Kwadwo Edupako Achim assume. Well, they said there are haves and have-nots. So, and then, let's see. And then this one says, it is my everyday prayer that the confusion in the MPP will keep piling up to 24. On this note, I say the confusion in the Kumfi is vetted and approved by Kwame Duncan, Bob Okele in Birmingham. Okay, you obviously don't like Kwame Duncan's party very much. And then, so now that there are desirables and undesirables, according to Kwame, ask him, where does he belong? Desirable or undesirable? The battle is the Lord's. Dana Hesse or Jiri sends that one. And then Dr. Esibu will lead. We need unity. Kweku Oman in Apam. Peace 104.3. Yesima Kokrebi at 87 and na Utie. So Mr. Kilani Ajiboye or no Ajiboye. Mr. Kilani Ajiboye, aka Mr. Killer, retired policeman in Santa Maria. Happy birthday, number 87. The good Lord continue to bless you richly, Mr. Killer at 87. And also happy birthday to my brother Jeff Kwesi Afol, to you, Lydia Malko Alomatu, and to my brother Francis Boachi. God bless you richly. Is Kwame Duncan saying that he supports Baumia? MPP members must be careful regarding such utterances because if the Alan Baumia issue is not managed well, it will cost the party in 24. Eric Amponsa Boateng, tax expert. Alote, you have a fair idea of Central Region.
although there impanisi newa although or resonate with people because anunangasa no spiritual until the more you pronounce the person's name and it shakes the four corners of Ghana. Yes, gather the pieces together and they move forward as a movement.
Stronger than Apata.
Yeah, Maganazam. Kwame, you know, guys, means Kwame and you name me MPP. Me and old folks in Ghana politics. Looking at
you describe yourself as old folks.
Old folks in Ghana.
No folks are not out today. No, okay,
folks, you can't do one fancy. Oh, my God. Kwame,
Alate.
Politics need dynamics or multi. It starts even from the branch. MPP for friend polling station.
What's the folks for friend Sessi?
Yes, yes,
my guy.
Sisi a bear.
Sisi, yeah.
Bear, yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
Catch him.
As a human institution, Uncle Full vie for positions. You want our support, you want our bargains. From the branch to the constituency to the region to national. And I wonder how surprising for the at the critical moment when MPP is going for national and flag bearership elections. The means ompui or you dana obesi. Because Obia will need taste. Obia will need likes. And as in just even from the constituency. But say
what's it? Fox is Pateku.
Peteku na me Peteku.
Okay, Timozi Pateku by yeah, that's it. Thank you very much.
Peteku.
Obisu or your also.
No, also. Now so you Fox. Now you Peteku.
Pateku and also
fanciful friend Peteku.
Okay. So to the Pateku and also people, we say thank you.
Kwame, elections or do constituency in a region for the one with Jimmy Bear. No, the division, as you know. If when take a cake a crabby, it deepens the rift in the party. Because one of the region also one go for national, which even affects flag bearership. And see, I'm not surprised to hear some of these things. Naja mamasa in there. I'm a mangawa on the Wapiasum Juiza, being fluent and for more, we are no beyond what to about Nasum Jumbra.
I'm paying for you if you are.
Oh, Bam is paying for her. Na ebinum wayen sen. There was the one say being would this small boy. Or anybody says we yanya adakamuna amonum. Na all shall come to pass. And he said, and you let the margin will wait to cooperate. You give in. They make sure the water find its level. Kwame. The more regional elections.
With all due respect, Cecilia Binozabas, with all due respect, your panelists haven't mentioned any names, but other stations keep mentioning a certain name, Putin. Is he the brother of Putin of Russia? If he's the brother of Putin of Russia, then we should start running because he can kill without mercy. You, Cecilia, we hear you. He's not the brother of anyone.
I'm a Putin. Kwame, one regional elections. Mutuma kede meba politics regional elections are you so intense,
you know. Now we are getting, what's the Pateku is wolf. Oso or Sacramine is fox. Okay, I'll leave that one now.
Yeah.
Now, I'll leave that one now. And then Oba Tampa Frances Irabna Esiam. Party politics is not like the Bosumtwe of Volta Lake. It is human driven, and so people should stop the hypocrisy and freely declare whoever they want as presidential candidate or national executives. Kwamna Duncan is 100% correct. Let's stop the hypocrisy. Now I clear about Tampa Frances Irabna Esiam.
Anta.
Okay.
Come on, Munga. Into Kwame.
Yes.
One election see on the bow from all the regions. On your small na Makade from Ami Benny Free Pa Meshasi Nikasi from Third Republic. Zikapimende Muhu Patia the regional elections. What's them? But you know what? No, I was watching the radio stations, TV stations, listening to radio stations. What around the world, baby, what elections you want? Now, say no. If they are able to gather the pieces together, they can win the 2024 elections easily. Because the enthusiasm, the vim, the eagerness to see their leaders win elections, then no matter what, fighting against even some of the laws governing elections, at the end of the day, when you have a penny, and I can give you Ashanti region as an example. The YMPD, Yamayin, 2 young Godami, 1 walk or court, them, Nina, going, what happened? Because it was the hottest spot. Mafra Bernard in Chibos Yaku.
Apartheid.
Yeah, and John Minikita, one Christian name.
Bernard.
Yes. Now, my friend, maybe then wouldn't to me there. How far? Congratulations. Now, how far? Also, Brad paying. Well, I wouldn't say any a chumuti, I may win. Cemetery consistencies, and no one court. Meters come for your mom to a bank, votes in a bay wide. So, but it's good of you. Me is there how to bring your people together. Also, my go movie. Now he said something now. I want to compliment what Honorable Minister okay. I say he was then in a certain camp. Now when he was contesting for the regional elections, delegates from the region were catching there. See, he moved there support Nana. On the to Amana Mone. A winner as regional chairman. And also, what Abaman Morini as regional chairman. Wasana Kubio. Third one is who catching there. So, honor or support by Wumiaza Waboto Abanaman. And he gave them his firm the assurance there about support by Wumia on for the win elections. And he wants to tell the whole world that he still will support Dr. Bawumia. Namaga Jenje himself to Mamufro. I said, I mean, so Mamufro, the Bawumia presidency. The Ashanti region, new regional, Otumo decide who should be the president of Ghana. And having won, how are you dealing with your opponents? Also, he's been to their houses. On you want to go so your party can na from and you want your crew was the one selected been from 7 or so from every region. For one can on go after all at the end of the day victory in a war event. And see My advice to other political parties is don't think the kunosi not there's a deep division in the party. But gradually, Rift Valley, Amafu believe in the Rift Valley or Kenya in the near future it will come again to close together as one. And see, Bibi and you are Savita Frache say or say a nenu muchicha on your kubio. And see, I wish the national elections very well. In from politics yet. Yeah, but radio stations, yeah, welcome politics as some. Now, I mean, the most support for national impact, Nana Bean, John Budu. I wish them well. Masami.
Bernard Alote Jacobs brings the time to about 4 minutes past 10. Peace 104.3. Kokrokoo Jime Dina na Yetwasun. You can send your text messages to 0244 844 488. 0244 844 488. This one says, hey, Alote. This one, you know, be NPP supporter Mpuni boy. Where also in NPP supporter Mpuni, and they asked Chairman to me say how far. Then waiting. Alote won't go chop small there. Charles from Teshi says that one. Did Alote say his Christian name is Bernard? A fetish priest called Bernard. It is well. Nana is.
The fetish priest is a mirror. Oh, yeah, Miss Noah. What's a fetish priest? What's a me? I will also for me a confo politics. Can give you all descriptions. Well, you know,
Chairman General, good day. I've said somewhere, we'll say it here. We as a party must stay focused on breaking the 8. It can only be achieved by being very matured, bereft of personal attacks on especially candidates. We have to campaign as a unit. But Abano dear Dr. Baumiafa say Gadus Tema Station sends that one. And then okay. Yes, say police for a day kratebi tuja. Na
Family Democrat and a pair I'm afraid Captain Smart. Before going on there, Martin said there and fix the country for watch your letter come IGP there. One get one license guns. Now one for one private security. It was yesterday running throughout the whole social media. Before I got scared because Captain Z, meaning I'm so close with Captain. My friend and now so they don't know let any movie. They watch or let them there. How would they go on demonstration and be holding arms? But you see, for them to go to broadcasting and be given a chance to talk to the nation is like a coup d'etat. Is that what they mean? They are playing with fire. Yeah, Obiari bro, Mama tell me bre. Make one godo. Then so I have hope. There are all measures put in place by this government. It will go well for us. Because not Ghana alone. We are not isolated in this economic crisis. And for them to be writing to the IGP, the audacity to write to the IGP there, they should be allowed to hold their guns.
I would prefer to read the police message. Mr. Khan essay also onyim letibia hwasem. Inti maman kan ma police as the tugwa. And then I'll leave it there. Okay, so this one says police statement on intended armed demonstration in Accra. The Accra Regional Police Command on Sunday, May 29, received a notice of intention to embark on a demonstration from a group of persons, including Oketechie Afrifa Mensah, Captain Godsbrain Smart, Benjamin Dako, and Oliver Baka Vomawo. Among other things, the notice indicated the following. 1. that the demonstrators intend to embark on a 3-day demonstration starting on the 4th of June. That the demonstrators intend to contract a private security company to provide protection for the demonstrators. That the demonstrators and the contracted private security personnel will be armed with weapons. That the armed demonstrators will picket at the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation and the Ghana Police Headquarters. That at the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation GBC, they'll demand to speak directly to the nation on GTV and lay out their grievances. We would like to assure the public that the police service is ready and willing to provide the necessary protection for any lawful demonstration in the country. However, in this case, the service is of the view that the nature and character of the demonstration as intended is inconsistent with the Public Order Act. We are therefore unable to provide security for a demonstration which is in flagrant violation of the Public Order Act 1994, Act 49, and has the potential to result in a breach of public order and public safety. The service has reached out to the organizers to reconsider their proposal and work with the police towards the organization of a lawful, peaceful, and successful demonstration. We wish to assure the public that in the interest of public safety and security, the police are putting in place all necessary measures to ensure that unauthorized persons do not march the streets with weapons. Signed, Chief Inspector Bright Kwabena Danso, Regional Public Affairs Unit, Accra Region. End.
Yeah, Nzikwame, like I'm saying, we have been on the streets, always championing our cause. What is the cause for? Ian as political, you can't camouflage something with a name when you don't see the political undertow. This is the new thing I'm seeing. But I have been a political leader before. I have organized demonstrations. But knowing very well that this country is on red alert. On red alert. The terrorists can come into this country at any given time. We are being warned. See something, say something. All koyasum. Never. Waste woman muda. The work of demonstration demonstrators in Ukitita weapons. Onsi woman musuda. The demonstrators were asked for GBC to talk to the nation and to present their grievances. Ninya in the June 4th, no war shall say. So how will people understand you? Obey one Ghana fo you better than the June 4th a demonstration say one more corner called broadcasting. We are not illiterate. No one can anyone there say prime BBC Ghana. One gaza so they will never go scot free. Even their families. Because ebo kuma ma sefo ebo kuma ebusuafo was the inco free. Until more demonstration is the wotum wo ye kama wo come wo pe biala. At the end of the day ebo kofi. Sabita fragile muntu no was or sen kofi and now sen kodich. Until 1 year ma adinonya adjubro. Nansu dede ne fry pan aza ye bubom amanfo tumete. No more mo kwan na ebinim mfi baby mba no one be sheshe bomb ntar na wona wogina ka kwan won obi remove ne vesa na why explode no we kuku nkwafo ye piasom you o men Ghana ayetin wo men nya kwana ye bofado ma bani betei mo botuma ye nya peza men ye nka na wona was a way demonstration na baby abin you be what is it? Maybe na them offended. Mami no so. All this in factor into the demonstration. And the mami no finance one. British High Commissioner.
Why then? On kind of finance will be.
Kwame. the history of this country, Mamutu Maka in there is 1966 repeating itself. And a Ghanaian diplomat, Obotuma ko Britain, she Britain, a common origin for war. When yes, the Bani people want talk. When you petrol for Muaka, I'm just a petrol back or Surama. If you basketball, no Babayets in Britain. Man, they are on the British Prime Minister. Or find ways and means to soften the situation. No, Webejina. Sir, Obi, I can drive a car in the wrong place in a watch now. If you know some more, you see, that is the beginning. It started in 1966 with these very foreign diplomats. And you know, some of them belong to MI6. MI6. You shouldn't be sitting down looking unconcerned when such statements start to come out. When the very person is talking about what threatening the security of this country. You allow him. The ambassador in the visa cooperating. Maybe he's an agent for destruction.
Maybe what's the IGP response? So too harsh.
Then not harsh. So we are calling a nationalist a bad person.
What's one year the Casa?
You are giving him that position to protect the security of this country. The army is there to protect the sovereignty of this country. Or you need ma, if you know why you important. For political sake, why you important? That is where Ghana has ended. Damini hepede eche. The obi obwa menya yenya som ya. What's all you important?
What's all then charge of foreign ministry though?
No, mami no can job a person.
Or tweety.
No, the February Johnson.
No, I know. I wish Kokrokoo is here today.
Let me quote a few people. Vladimir Nchidanso, who is an international relations expert. Also, the British High Commissioner's tweet was not necessary. Ebisu Awaba, Professor Enin of Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center. Also, IGP's response to British High Commissioner straight to the point.
Good.
National Democratic Congress. Dan Paris' response to British High Commissioner misguided and regrettable. British High Commissioner, my tweet wasn't going to get Ghanaians on the streets, amongst others.
And he's getting Ghanaians on the street. On Ghana, boyfriend, Obutuma Chen Ghana Super Morty. There was one by the man, I'm going to be one way. Now, it's your baby.
We're going to come.
I'll take a say,
Mammy, no, to boyfriend be waha. Now, the embassies was in the
maybe to my canina.
Oh, Maka. Pami him them man
there ebimus one more license one for a trunco demonstration. British High Commissioner actually Nasem. No,
British High Commission also there Nasem again is not to move people onto the streets. Now they have been moved to the streets because your statement has emboldened them to do it.
What's the way for so I can Ransford Jampo? What's what can home on this work keep your chin. Anyway, crime accident.
Mr. Member.
Rasford, Charlie, Rasford, Tafane. And you can share soap on Walker cry, and there, Nkubemo, and Nkubemo, Joe, Rasford, government, mommy,
Kwame Sefakai, we were in this country when Sam George, a member of parliament, threatened to beat up the Australian High Commissioner. Well, I don't remember threatening to beat him, but he says, shockingly, not even a word of condemnation came from overnight self-acclaimed international diplomatic relations experts on social media. Consider the gravity of this threat by the NDC legislator and juxtapose same with IGP's detailed letter to the British High Commissioner. The Vienna Conventions are clear, say Obama Pokwa say. Chairman General, the British High Commissioner, in my opinion, shouldn't have tweeted because it's social media. She could have used diplomatic means to resolve the issue because she's a diplomat. Regarding what the IGP said, I think he went a bit too far. Iron Man says so. Has any of our ambassadors and high commissioners meddled in the internal affairs of the countries that they have been assigned to? The UK high commissioners are fond of doing that. It's habitual. Remember John Benjamin, Samuel Brian Boabing, and then somebody says Sam George threatens to beat up Australian High Commissioner. I mean, okay, I leave it there for now. The way Alote is talking there, please hook him up with the British High Commissioner. Kwame Nabrim, there we have a new visitor. Intermediate
Kwame. Letana Kaya, Ofi Police. As I impose I won't lend any comment to it. Was on there. Fix the country movement. Ma the beginning of this year. Ma was over millions and millions and millions of followers. Man, see the minty. Machi, what shall I say was over the demonstrations and then we saw the result on the streets of Ghana. Come, we overnight. Binum Pede or achieve celebrity status. Nah. All they do is sometimes even deliberately. What they do is
another TV station.
Sometimes deliberately get in conflict with the law. And to continue to have the supply of oxygen. The police is capable. And men can be crampo na mama a certain level of credibility. Na man was in with the British High Commissioner. I'm busy by Merchant, granted interviews to her. Kasapi plenty. High commissioners, ambassadors, now I mean, public one time, the nature of their work, diplomacy. Diplomacy requires of you there. Bakado, fitia na dan. Diplomacy. Na. Summer kind ne tweet. Kwame, mama can ne tweeting. Na say Ghana pa. What this tweet must leave you in is anger.
Why?
Oliver Barker-Vormawor, convener of Fix the Country movement, arrested again. I understand for a motoring offense on his way to court. British High Commissioner. I will be interested to see where this goes. My goodness. British High Commissioner, a diplomat. A diplomat. Now, I'm sure she doesn't have a good understanding of what she is here for. Maybe on tacit. A sovereign country, receiving country, must accord you all the things that will facilitate your work as a diplomat. Who premises by the Vienna Convention? Nobody dares come within your premises. You have free movement everywhere in this country. Who associates, even including the staff, who enjoy a certain level of protection. There. So you are not impeded in being the continuous bridge between the sending country, which is your country, and then the receiving country, in this case, Ghana. Now, a sovereign country, Nambra, you have come as the watchdog. Kwame, so read the tweet. I will be interested to see where this goes. There. A certain Master Sam. Na Orishama, no move from maybe 1 year. A diplomat. Sure. Owura Boris Johnson. All the itum the more Emma Ebegina Injesi Abochi her name Ghana. Kwame. COVID by COVID or by some I mean Obit and fancy war High Commission wa until non church mention. COVID by as Prime Minister or then she share body lockdown. Kwame. And she share each other. Ma e biane basa wunshim. Say biane basa shema. Nanin sunsadun obama yaban watra. And so ubiara eya injesi abrochi injesi ba. The message share or come on. Boris Johnson here the movie. Na Downing Street be Manara na office one. Onu no yin nkofo a wokan ho na nkwanchima gas a wokeka ho Kwame. Waka amanfo ahye idem wesu ho kwada mo nko abontin nkohyem ebia na ebasan. Eno no wo be ma oye na adwuma Downing Street ni hon. Nwo de wo party wo jiwenwa. Nom do bi se nda bibia wotwe obi twai na chi obabedegwa Kwame ojichim oyeda odetutu fom abrochi njesi wanje wamfa ntufom na waba ma waye hwehwom report aba ema no ho fine na di na pape sese ayekese Nankasa 30 MPs, but 30 of them are prevailing on him to resign. Now, Americans are doing that. This is a country that has not allowed its laws to be trampled on. To the extent that even the Prime Minister, the very number one, on Krampo Mawafuman, Kwame Wayina from Broquem, High Commissioner. More pressure in there. We have my human Obi Brumbrado. High Commissioner Thompson. A pressure they have my him. Ghana Obi Brumbrado. And see, Sir Embrana Solumu. Nasa Wakaya, Otiam Brana. Ye di Nianka.
Uncle them.
Ah, na Kwame. Uncle them, Kwame. Aya Makai Moy. Ose. Oliver Baka Vomawo, convener of Fix the Country Movement, arrested again.
Watching the bill.
I understand for a motoring offense on his way to court. She didn't leave it there. I will be interested to see where this goes.
A summoning in.
Kwame, it's a woman. But this is very, very irritating. Fact, there, sir, and so I'm sure that, but mammy, but she's not horrible.
I'm not sure. Pocho, why me?
Oh,
okay, to your man, mum.
Will still be the general secretary.
Why was me?
Nah, Kwame, sure. My counter what's what to Pamku to Kokrokoo with a better for. IGP Dan Paris, Kwame, Mobonabado.
What's no swine in here?
Okay, what's it? One and all.
And this if was why in here.
And so I'm a Pelamun, no, how work at the
men, there was a wallet. No wallet.
Kwame, and this is them. On politics is in tea. On mine, what the aim to true from Grandpa. They don't mind, they don't care. Kwame, NDC, such a form of politics. So what they on mine, what is so from Ogunufi? On my mind, yes, NDC, on your da, what can he? And then me tell radio. Now, what's the one ranking member on Foreign Affairs Committee? Or the Mamia ye, or the Toto, or Mampain United Nations General Assembly. United Nations General Assembly in Kwabi. Ona amaya maya. When na waya United Nations na mumba. Ukeshia. Na ma okodo ho mem. Na wiade afana ni nyina mom osan wiade man ni nyina wo kan asam. That is when if you are head of government or you are a head of state. Kwame to make gina na ekan mem asam ana ma wa kodo wo wiade no fa baby. Ah ha wiade ekan asam. Mo ranking member. I say o man pay kegina United Nations. Kakade oya Britain inje sabwechi what the oya vaccine awabe why you being discriminatory na onya da obwa or the tutu you there's a president to make a judge United Nations in your kwan kad mass motrama e ba di no siu oya commissioner high commissioner kwan do botum wa ba kan ho man da o man mra na oya adwuma obi mbra no do na se e wa asem wo court na se ase Kenya asem a ma NDC more ranking member on Foreign Affairs Committee more kind there se obandama o man ye di ni nyina ho yehwe o sa na e wa asem dada na se o man na hodin ogina bambo fodo ogina president mpemfodo se wo to the man mo na and Kwame, the words he used for the IGP, that it was untidy. His words were untidy. That he was ill-advised. His words were harsh. All of those. Kwame, how can an institution of our own, or my institution, or your police institution, just by this woman's tweet, bringing the entire institution down? What this tweet, what it meant was that the police institution was being lawless. That how could they go ahead and arrest an individual who was already in the jaws of the law? Besian tweet no the ban or the institution in apart from there, and it which was imperialist, neo-colonialist, on your doubt the gentleman. She sought by that tweet to bring the entire institution down.
Into to comment on Asama.
My goodness, Kwame, you are a diplomat. Kwame, first and foremost, you must understand what it is to be a diplomat. Saying yeah, the man say now, then you can go haywire. Then Kwame, here's what be sure. Say a diplomat has all kinds of immunities. They have what they even call the diplomatic bag. A country has no power even to set the diplomatic bag. All kinds of immunities. That is what the world has agreed on. Then the reciprocal is that you don't go and meddle. That is the reciprocal there. You don't go and poke your nose into the internal affairs of the receiving country. You don't do that. Them and then she say other diplomat them what's it? Now on my money na you know mami kasol kan di tehen o di tehen police ejuma no tell you my yare and one funny thing this ranking member was saying there Britain was special interest in this person because he's a student in their country. Well, which principle is that? Which foreign relation principle is that? The obisiade who obilim mema. Then they begin to have a special interest in that person. Foreign relations principle are them or which one? It's a Kwame. Ma IGP Owura Dampare or the man. Hey, you bana badu. Emi the other many ya juni kake. Mo bana badu. Emma when ya arresham dem pem na ya wo manyim. Na yan shem kwasum. If this woman thought that we're still in those 400 years ago when his ancestors or whoever came and enslaved us, if he's still in that mood, cast in that mode, and therefore, anything. She should be educated. She should be educated. She should be told. They carry a certain mentality there. Look. We are here. We are bigger. We are the people who somehow give you even life.
Big brother.
Big brother. How would anybody sit and look on? But
how about the response? No, what's now your show?
I mean, if you chat, I didn't can let go. Say, well, no, so what can you be my response or hashing? Come and point us to the part of the response or your hashing, and let's discuss it. No more, what we said, what we come on, Machad. It's granted, but I hash. In the it's it. Ma equal woman, Moya, your whom, number the master baby, or your whom, you're a political party. A political party. I mean, now, why you cry no about two a kufuado, now bano, do a kufuado or you're intolerant. IGP Akasano, what's a kufuado intolerant or minority leader or you're intolerant? Nothing can come. Political party, you watch a foreigner, a high commissioner, downgrades your country, and because of politics, am I yes, NDC, yeah, they must grow. NDC must leave this thing that, look, every opportunity, whatever it is, you're about to be opportunity be near the casa. When your politics dumb.
No, and then I'll never.
Politics must come with certain finance. It must be fine-tuned. Remember, there's a casa. It can never be there. Obi, baby, don't mind but to from. And you are the political party support that. It can never be. Yeah, to me. Maybe I'm asking Kwame.
Na ewe wasem kana mu wasem kitwe bi America cho. Mpocho o tweet ai.
Tweet one.
Onya
tweet.
Onya tweet.
Tweet.
No, ya ba ji.
TWEET.
Tweet. Onya tweet.
Onya tweet.
Enyo.
Ba ale te you be say tweet.
And obi so say e ma me se kwam na ntonyum no. Na have you forgotten he can actually sing and insult in the songs? Don't let him sing. Okay, so down priority 15 questions. 15 no bisa British High Commissioner. Essay on your hash. 1. Are there instances in your country where people are permitted to openly threaten the security of the state with a coup? 2.
But the first one, any portion which is hash?
No, I'm just reading his questions and then I leave it to you. 2. In instances where individuals have threatened the security of a state, does your criminal justice system celebrate such persons and urge them on to destabilize your country? 3.
That's right.
As a foreign service officer, even though you might not have personal experience, you doubtless have access to the records of the periods of unrest and coups in Ghana. Are you really wishing on us a return to those times? 4. Are you able to direct us to instances in your country where citizens are permitted to insult, attack, and incite your army and other security apparatuses to destabilize the country? 5. Do people get arrested for traffic offenses in your country?
Damper, you are too much. Damper, you are too
6. Is it the case that a person on his or her way to a British court cannot be pulled over for a traffic offense or any other offenses for that matter?
What?
7. Are you still persuaded 3 days after your tweet that you were within the bounds of the Vienna Convention, which regulates the conduct of diplomats in the countries in which they serve? 8. Should you get involved in the domestic internal affairs, especially security issues of the sovereign state in which you are serving as a diplomat? 9. Do you know of any instances where Ghanaian diplomats in Britain have involved themselves in your internal affairs? 10. Is there any particular reason why, of all the people arrested daily for various offenses in Ghana, you are especially interested in this person's case? 11. Is it the case that you don't have confidence in our justice delivery, criminal justice system, and our court processes as a whole? 12. Do you know the number of members of parliament, chief executives, and other high-profile Ghanaians who have been arrested and prosecuted for road traffic offenses and have submitted themselves to due process? If you care to know, we'll be delighted to share the list with you. 13. Have the legally and internationally accepted limits associated with freedom of speech and association been stretched to the point where people can now say and act without regard to the sanctity, security, and the very survival of a country? When it comes to such matters, are there any limits in the place in your country? Finally, okay, last but one. Are you interested in the number of lives lost to road accidents and the number of injured persons as well as families who have become destitute as a result of such accidents caused by the infractions of people like the person of interest to you? Finally, have you taken note of the innovations being introduced by the Ghana Police Service in recent times to deepen discipline, law and order, as well as protect lives and property in this country? Are you interested that we are doing our best to get it right? 15 questions. Dan Parry. Oh, everybody say, man.
That's a hash and I point to hash natural.
15 penal.
I don't go bear 40.
Don't say hash once.
Me say, yes, say a hash.
Go for an eka.
Meaning, some of them are kind into or tell me your opinion.
Mr. John Boy, you have an engineer, sorry.
What's that then?
I say, Emudia. What's why I hashing? I can't even Emudia.
Okay, Mamma Cashisha, what's why I hashing?
Hey, what you way beef? Oh, yeah, hash.
What's it? It was okay. Okay. According to the National Democratic Congress, the response was unwarranted. Mama share.
General Secretary
What's misguided and regrettable? The IGP's regrettable and misguided letter has the tendency of jeopardizing the enviable cordial bilateral relations between Ghana and Britain. The party added that the IGP should have made his grievances known to the Interior Ministry and the Foreign Affairs Ministry for onward action. The NDC takes the considered view that Inspector General of Police Dr. George Ekufu Dampare should have raised his concerns about the British High Commissioner's tweet on Oliver Barker-Vormawor's latest arrest with Ghana's Foreign Minister through the Minister of the Interior for it to be addressed via the usual diplomatic channels.
And the High Commissioner couldn't. No consensus. No to me proper diplomatic channels.
Someone says, Kwame, good morning to you. This reminds me of a certain Craig Murray. There's clearly a new sheriff in town. His name is George Ekufu Dampare.
That's right.
Sometimes these diplomats will tell them. I am just wondering why the British High Commissioner didn't write to the Foreign Ministry.
Yes.
As she is enjoined to do by diplomatic law.
Yes.
So this is a response to the NDC.
No, this is what somebody else has written. And then this one says, Kwame, some of your colleague media practitioners are saying the UK High Commissioner to Ghana has every right to be interested in what happens to Oliver Barker-Vormawor because he holds a valid UK visa. Someone should just get hold of the High Commissioner to Ghana and ping.
Allote principle.
You mentioned a few names here. I shall leave them out.
John, come on.
Out of respect to for those of you who have a sense of history, Bekaya, watch it be. Na Canadian High Commissioner be Ghana. Major Canadian High Commissioner be Ghana. This one says, I'm so scandalized because of the quest for power. Some are losing their sense of nationalism and patriotism. Why castigate the IGP for doing his job? Dr. Stephen Amo and a host of MPs and other government officials were arrested for traffic offenses.
Yes.
Nobody tweeted. Funny enough, NDC has issued a statement bringing the president into this. I can't think far, and that is Sam Pine. And then somebody says, Kwame, go and do research. The same Okujeto Ablakwa castigated the U.S. Embassy years ago and accused them. Hey, really? And accused them of not granting visas to MPs. Okay, I'll leave it there. I don't have the evidence yet. Let me see if I'll find it. Okay, if I find it, I'll look at it, but I don't have it yet. And so I'll leave it there. And Dan from Kwabenya says, Chairman General, watch your mouth. No Black Mamba business this morning. Dan, I haven't said so. You have said it. Please tell the UK High Commissioner I hold a valid visa, but I'm broke. How far? Hey, Ghana for any and so this one is dated 21st June 2010. Okujeto blast American embassy in Ghana. Ghana's Deputy Information Minister Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa has taken the American government to the cleaners over what he describes as a disgusting power game in which the USA was playing with Ghana. He said the situation is so unfair that American envoys in Ghana would have been repatriated if not for the leadership character of Ghana's President Mills. Mr. Ablakwa expressed annoyance that as part of the power game, the American embassy in Ghana, for no reasonable explanation, is refusing to grant visas to Ghanaian parliamentarians and top government officials on state assignments to the US. The deputy minister said the only reason why visas can be denied is when there are doubts as to whether the person will return to his home country. He goes on and on and on.
The same person today.
I leave it there.
Even it was just denial of visas. They had not spoken.
Yeah.
So you see NDC.
Yeah.
And see, Kwame Dampare Bonabado. The question so be saying, Kwame, I'm sure if your very good self were in the shoes, you may not even have ended at the 15. Now, they are all very relevant questions. Because Mobisani na Mubia and you are Ottosin. Namu Namubisa, Obibo to me says to no Akade or a hash. As a machan. Yankofia. NDC. No more pet.
Antonia Hatch.
And see.
Anyway.
No.
We can phone. Auntie, the Dampari we loved and praised so much just yesterday is under attack today. Ghana, my motherland. Well, it's okay. Let him be attacked some more. So at the end, when you're in the public space, na you don't cry a boy yem.
Na police IG.
IGP ever born yem sir. You know kitty. You know ma. Yendru ni level cry a boy yem. Kwame, so upon all the 15 questions that you have read, I see no harsh words in any of them. Okay, please read the 16th one. Papa Kumasi, there's no 16th one. John Bwedu.
Yes, Kwame Sivakai.
Former youth organizer.
Former police station chairman.
Former police station chairman. Oko University Kosuya accounting we no jato ho. And I am man yourself almost 30 years. Wakosuya banking, Wakosuya finance, we jato ho. Jamie.
Yes, Kwame.
Na eno ada share da na party chairman ho, apartheid ho. Hifo na ho. Nana komia kwa de obekra ha so oba ho. Na Samuel Okusubai. Hava. Yes, and Usum Kaka.
The Attorney General, no.
Okay, the choice about
yes. I want to put there and say, I'll say, Kaka. Kuli high.
Kwame, Oma a reflection of my association party people. Into a high, middle, low, and lowest of party members and about. Was at the end a media campaign lunch. Into Nanka and Shadanya Bibia, invite for Omeba. Yes, a being paying for campaign. The party 40 Ubi na friend me, I don't know if he tak riding or buy a beefy, not if he be burger, beefy, apa, Ubi or no ma, or friend me, and pa 7. I'm so, but on my busy, Kaka me call lunch, me also, oh, yeah, we say, well, Aliza, or friend if you keep goes or say, me back, Obedu. Clearly, you can see, say, sometimes, oh, yeah, dear, who say, Uncle for appreciate you until Bedu say. I see a deal one dance here, no. Nothing I don't say. Sad, oh, yeah. Who say, yeah, appreciate you, no. Sad, oh, for so. Kwame, didn't tell me lunch campaign, and they say, who's a fitty, your shafi, I see. Part, you know, through the National Council, rules and regulation guiding internal elections.
Yeah.
They started free polling station, electoral area, constituency. And a bar region. Because the other we are and year 15 out of the 60. Kwame Namo and Namo my 16. Central region. Yeah, no. Me also na me share so problem power ha. Kwame me care say me solve problem e be affect me. There are a lot of problems I must solve and go for no want to about mama. Kwame, imagine Equipon North. Equipim North. Honorable Dokua. Nikunu air contest for General Secretary. Our problem, me na bitima me solve amano.
Or contest no.
But duty call. I was me solve. I cannot say me contest election. Look, there's some of the problem. Me share no kumewu. We are now about 3 a.m. Nankakra. Nema muhu neni so and alotene Kwame na. They are seasoned politicians. Omunim say nema muhu wo abonten say ya beye no. The eye wo dem no e be say 50 times the muhu no. a lot of work. And sometimes we go meeting, you know. Now go for a new makasa we chile before I better meeting, you know. And so obi a all chair meeting onya problems are until the human say. Because go for be o say touch base. And sometimes you be to committee me say that president or president. Ade aye be we me who so opposition opposition we anya correct we correct. You ba argue sa ni about position. You take a decision e ba no kan no an we argument bia ma o. Party aye no. Ananti na me person is we chief executive officer of the party. Master enya o private company na we no have your hukunko chief executive officer. Me general secretary of the party asa. Me reduce sa thinking of we general secretary alpha and omega. To the extent say this party and Kwame anyway, no single individual or party more or to me take decisions say yeah kwa and I say kwa your system ni na your committee systems other steering committee decision, national executive committee decision, and also national council decision. Me problem ne say a meeting ni we na upon obi akwa na aka me ho or say issue statement na be dey share here. The issue statement na ka asumesi ana benti a John Boyd we nipa bone.
That's not the issue.
John Boyd obi akọ so that your cost committee here maybe feel 2 a.m. But some of the statements must come in the evening. I'll say back immediately. And I also will follow up with certain things. Never in my term as General Secretary have I taken even one unilateral decision. You here, we say, hey, now John Boyd near 169 seats, Naka 137. On Kase, John Boyd acting as General Secretary, no a national organizer, no. Now seats I on 105. Now 105. Working together with Kwame. Working together. Central region. Working together with Kwame. You move no call 169. Yato Aba. Yako primaries. Yawo parliamentary candidate. What they also want to see, the parliamentary candidate their own panel. Ubeto ama NDC ni. Now to presidential candidate na ama NDC.
We blame John Boyd.
Yeah, the central region. The president won 19 constituencies and they were 10 parliamentary. And I'll go my classical example.
Telling.
The constituency. Nkofobi I am just almost the panel cry. Into almost campaign gesi. And who we are John Boyd do now about blame. Share German South, for instance. Mark primaries. More parliamentary candidates. Baako also contesting no fi kro baako so kro mu of wo nyina say omumuni akum. No mo form skirt and blouse association.
Really?
And over the campaign against the parliamentary candidates, you know. What him say is the only constituency. I feel so after a lose election, you know, year anniversary. Skirt and blouse association first anniversary. When we say president winning with a margin of close to 12,000, our constituency, the parliamentary candidate lose 2003. Me call her best 4 times, pleading with them. I was virtually on a radio station with the DC. DC was part of the Skirt and Blouse Association. Me bisano on air say, "Inti omo we Skirt and Blouse Association. Usha ombeto ama MP na o say no dey omo individual decision am so any pa bone." On air.
Okay, on air.
Me catch there no. Say you have no option. We a party here. You are bound by Article 3. So you must publicly uphold decisions of the party. It doesn't matter whether who panels or who pay. There are some of the statements I may issue. I mean, pay decision, you know, may argue with management winning or say the issue. I cannot say it will be suicidal to have people who are not of metal, who are not strong.
Akukudrofo.
Say,
Testicular fortitude.
Party be take decision. Or say, oh, made a decision in here and can make their margin in this matter. You don't have discretion. You don't have discretion at all. Nyame adom no ye beto dambo twemo. No mo ye adwuma. Directly me Lord come and ye adwuma.
Okay.
Ye beto ejenu buate. We beto kwasiga mo. Nyama omo ye na ye didi. I was that make a mistake man say. Who say ebi mo te front seater. And you almost sorry ya no better front seat no. Almost nkunya pipa nkunya ho over the years. And say dumra omo better front seat no. Who say ebi mo planning omo take decision a. And you almost ase ya no start planning yo. Omo asonkofo bag mu. Asonkofo paper mu. Yasoma omo koye research na edu omo so a enen so omo take decision. Nti de ye kwame
JB
me wo hoyi na sometimes if you ka jin some abodam gente omo jin some abodam ne say kwame hwe say 2015 challenges are ye nya ye e party sometimes a life threatening challenges mitwe wo ho okaya mitwe wo ho na ya frɛ sɛ ntɔkwesi headquarters ubeko na etuo amoka station permanently at our headquarters and they are looking on the movie amoka station permanently at our headquarters your office nkonfo omo mbesa omo contest elections hivi ba ko ni nia and organizing nkonfo no mo be vandalize your party office headquarters and your adom kakra e dey share me sasa me also me managing internal conflict, putting together campaign team, structuring the campaign, looking for resources, planning, making sure. Said you see 2012 I call quarter, you see ghost police station, unknown police station. And you say this is beyond why you back mo.
Hand of God.
Hand of God. Woman no good police station. Then now look mo omo wiye mu fram. I'm saying me it's like I say accounting my accounting background no na eboa me na me ye dwuma me ye. Because I ask myself, as the background they are talking about just under 40,000. Can't I get 40,000 people to put together? Where a friend is saying arithmetical and algebra. And a friend is saying differentiation and integration. Just addition. So I put together. May get me company me say, may be a friend of pink sheet tracking system. This is this is a system you put in place. A tracking pink sheets from production, even before production, from bidding to production to storage to distribution to day of election, day before elections. You two abani we are. What your friend the journey of the pink sheet. This call for focus. It calls for investment. You see, in the year 2016, for all you know, what we call mock elections.
I see.
Mock elections. You pick samples from each region, 2, 3, depending on the size, depending on demography, depending on whether urban and rural. And the year says, and then 7 December, then I'm over here.
And then 1st June, me time as
then I'm over here. You can challenges very quickly. Then this is for no money, almost 2020, no one go for B. Yes, you do be finanza, and also go for B finanza. Oh my, you will win your dad. Young to a very grand of system people have seen. No, sister. Within 12 hours, we got our results. In 2020, there we did not only get our results in 6 hours. So, all the 38,220 pink sheets, no, here were headquarters because we enhanced the system.
JB Minka, if you far up here, Johnny, all hail the incoming General Secretary of the MPP. Ofefe, Kyrie P, Anyemi John, Frances Esiam, Enede, Eno, by Yankai, Emau. And then Mad Lion says, those who have John Boydu's contact should verify or find out for me. Okay, 6 years ago. Okay, this was 6 years ago. It's sad to observe that the NDC is defending the British against the IGP. No wonder John Mahama says if he's confronted with economic difficulties, he'll go to the IMF. By the way, General John Boydu for another term, break the 8, we shall in God's name. Kokrokoo Bagels, 8 Tema West, NID and Nobai. But JB, quick on the newspapers. Bakubi see a friend in Metro Lens or say God saw General Secretary in me, John Boydu. Publisher, Ghanaian publisher. Let's make history together. John Boydu to MPP delegates. Independent, John Boydu gets massive support. Party bigwig storm campaign launch to pledge loyalty. Promises to change MPP's handling of grassroots. Daily Searchlight. I am the best for General Secretary job. John Boydu Hadiam, Owura Fred Owari, Chairman Blay, and Apatai Wuntumi Ewaha, Nomaton Cheng. Daily Statesman, to break the 8, not about testing waters. John Boydu launches campaign for re-election. The Finder, let's not repeat mistakes of 2008. My election winning experience needed to break the 8. John Boydu. The Chronicle, John Boydu tells opponents it's not time to test the waters. We have an election to win. And the final one, New Crusading Guide, John Boydu enjoys huge endorsement from MPP gurus as he launches campaign. We have an election to win, not time to test the waters. Support from gurus. Lessons from 2008. God saw General Secretary in me. John Boyd winner ekupi enra ne krakra ne say Kwame the headlines are we hu nyina a summary of niema e pre ho enra na niema nkofo kra be keka o ebi o kra na menim wo niema o ma observe wo me ho over the period because some of them I've known them from 1996. Afaglosi are not here regional organizer. One of the longest serving youth organizer of the region. Since you're here, Betanra or Betnam. A year idea, Mijidi said going to 2024, no? Particularly when Director General of NADMO, Unimno.
Your friend is Ajiman Prempe.
John Boydu was an accounts officer at MPP headquarters. Where we benefited from his accounting background. I see.
Prempe is Ajiman Prempe. First, you twin. That was not you need. Elected youth organizers in the party. No, acting. Yes, no, you per se, election. Ajima Prempe mo. Sa Kodia mo. Abeku Dixon mo. Ferdinand Ayim mo.
Yeah, may he rest in peace.
Lord Comey. Any de kun yeah. Bochi, Francis Bochi. Any de kun ya. Ajima Prempe mo is on the name was that. Oh yeah, tycoon papa mo. Iti Kwame nti de ye kan se nyame adom bebi a ya bedui ye du pepe so a e wo se ye boa na sa cycle 8 years e boa man no enu nti no niema mienu e wo se ye party no niema yo ekonanim na aban so niema yo ekonanim ti e betumi aye saa e wo se ye nya nkofo a omunim bebi a ye fi ba bebi e wo eni bebi a ye ko. Unfortunately for us no Yebenya new running mate, new flag bearer, new national chairman, new national treasurer, new national organizer, new national youth organizer. Against NDC, even who is the 1992 general secretary of the NDC, or one of their vice chairmen. You confer Obia Afe na ebe introduce Oba Ipaka, we or a general secretary of PUP. We Charlotte said the picture decisions be on man because decisions be I ain't chance could be Sanebra Who did now name say you're to aba, you take a decision as general secretary. Look, one thing.
Oh, yeah, sure, so be winning.
Oh, Kwame, me jitum pa sebe winning.
Are they?
Because of a Juba Maye. Constituency bien ni kwa nti me kwa campaign. Nya friend na me kwa kika me mamu say me de me wa veteran party office. Me receive mo calls. Nya friend na me kwa kika.
Through delegates.
Delegates no, ye ni omo kodi nkomo. Me so no de me ye ne say. To be between this time, anytime I was see a presidential and parliamentary no. To be in couple constituencies to be use opportunity, they are the feedback from them as to before national tour no omo kika new executives about what is their perspective. Niye wia me ankasa ya ye juma dada. Your committee omo juma about the needs assessment of the constituencies by July ready
14th to 16th I'm to abano
14 15 to 16 yeah to one
Maxwell
host and win.
Maxwell Kofi Juma just sends one line. He says, Kwame, John Boydu is my friend. And open watch me nim near hand in
endorsement
and unim virus
why not?
Greet John Boydu for me. Tell him 2024 we are winning in Jesus' name with hard work and dedication.
No. Virus, catch and say, on commandia, ni loyal ladies.
He's not referred to as Adrian Kessier for nothing. Kwesi Reynolds, Agona Odobeng. Okay, it keeps going. Chairman General, that's what the General Secretary JB go win. But if you do make a pickup in phone calls, they can't bring this matter. You that's when I
Mama Gabi Wincho, me penny be a minimum now, or yeah, Commissioner General for ADGRE. I say, Angalote, say, Fumbia and Metia, and Jamo office, Mama, upon the Guadumity, Mappa, never be said of
behind the Miti, phone calls. We are there complicated. Miti, I was said by close of day, I was saying fashion our rules and regulations now. Mayor needed consultation to open up nominations and timelines for the national elections. Also, we put it together in consultation with the chairman, planning committee for both election and elections committee. We know, okay, so the phone calls. I will hear now the achi. We hear now the achi. We hear now the achi. Then Kwame, we can say, and yet the another one.
Adding into Pachoko a central.
Kwame, do any Muslim John Boydu? He's a very tough guy. Uncompromising when it comes to parties.
Obi I won a central region. Our Chankran, Albessian, baby dear.
Oh,
and yet,
Ema, Nanjamatin Grand, Metin Gamati,
I'm an American.
No. Name mommy, yes, your woman, Probi, or Bez woman, Probi, or and this is oh, yeah, Kobe Fiagbe. I am
Nepa Dipa.
It's no joke. Let say, gentlemen, you can be from General Secretary to National Chairman one day. Because the politics now, I didn't forget the cheaper, also you forgot him.
Before the 14th to 16th, no. One more interview.
Mate.
Inti no na ya sheda ba na efe ya be one-on-one with John Boydu.
Mate. Unim the national chairman they be on
because so competitors so me more opportunity to be.
Well no dey me more because yeah na ye gina. Na more. Time I ba ha no mo ever. Some of them were in position now. Now there was some best selling government programs omo handle. Did they come here?
No comment.
Only the I concur. Mayor Kobodusi now fancy I concur.
Only the summary of description, national chairman, not the mommy in the closet. Say umini pose. John Boydu onuntino medan mada. John Boydu onom MPP, odi MPP, oda MPP. Or say current
General Secretary of the MPP vying to be re-elected, John Boydu. We gotta go, man. We will find time. Anyway.